So when I was a kid, I was really angry. I was frustrated and I was angry. And I know that the anger that I was feeling was because of all the spirits that I was feeling, and I couldn't make sense of it, and it just had me so angry because it was just like, I'm not doing anything. This does not make any sense. What is going on? I don't like none of this. But okay, so it's like, how do you say, when God talks to you, it's not an audible sound. You hear it in your spirit. You hear it in your being. It's like, I can't make sense of it. God is amazing. But you don't physically hear the words, but you know the words. Like, it's hard to explain. But it was like, God was walking beside me. And it was like he was walking me through. Keep in mind, I am a child. He was walking me through how to deal with these emotions and to not be angry and to channel that anger and to find a place of peace. I think it's the best way of putting it, because I got to this place at a really young age where I wouldn't get mad. And even when I got older, it was like, it takes a lot for me to get mad. And I knew that was another thing. I knew that at the end of the day, as a child, God will stay present as long as you allow him to be present. He's not going to take away your free will. So as long as you're open to receiving him, he is going to stay there. Now, don't get me wrong. Please don't get me wrong. His grace and mercy, he is there when we don't deserve it, and he is there regardless. Do not take what I'm saying wrong. But there's a difference between him giving you that grace and mercy and you welcome him in. You inviting him in. You looking to him for encouragement. You looking to him for guidance. That's a big difference. Right? So it was like, I'm listening to him, right? And I'm like, okay. So instead of me, reacting all the time, because you can easily react to any and everything. And I mean literally any and everything. You can walk around being in a reactive time bomb, a ticking time bomb, just waiting for any and everything to trigger you. And I got to a place where I stopped allowing everything to trigger me. I learned to not internalize, because that is very dangerous. Please do not get to a space where you learn how to get through what you're going through. You don't bury it. That is dangerous. You don't bury it. You get to a place where it's like, in your mind, you're taking an inventory. The best way of putting it is, you have a bucket, and internally you have a bucket for what I will keep, a bucket with what I'm gonna throw away. You learn how to adapt to, okay, is this information something I'm willing to keep, or am I going to trash it? And you learn how to trash a lot of stuff. It is not acting like it doesn't happen. You're just realizing this does not require my time or energy. And it's like, as an adult, realizing that I was going through doing these things as a child, I don't understand how I was doing it. It was nothing but God, because, So, and like, if you think about it, if you ask my siblings now, they would tell you how it was really hard to get me angry, or sometimes I would be bad and I would take what I learned and I would pick with my brothers and sisters. I was still a kid. So I would take the newfound information that I learned, and I knew how to trigger other people because I was no longer a walking trigger. Right? So that was dangerous. Yeah, I was corrected on that when I got older, and he's like, hey, you need to stop. So I did eventually stop weaponizing my gift, because I did it for a hot minute. I was using being calm and collective in triggering those who were easily triggered. So I was like, okay, hey, gotta stop with all of that. Let's not lose control. So yeah, I thought that was amazing.